Understanding, right? And today also I will teach you some small calculation part, but don't worry if you can't understand the calculations, right? Sometimes there will be confusions. People, don't worry, right? That this is not the accounting. This is mathematics, right? All maths, right? Without knowing all mathematics, small calculations like percentages, right? You can't do the calculations. Actually, big questions, accounting questions. Clear? So I will teach, right? So you have to do, right? In the what right? So I will teach. Then any students able to get A passes for the accounting subject, definitely, yeah, right? If you fail the oral maths or anything, definitely you can do A plus. You can definitely you can get A pass, right? Understand? Right. So then last week, uh, we discussed about the definition. So simply I will remind the last week theory parts. So normally business lamai providing information for stakeholders. Stakeholders take what decisions, right? So what we have to provide? We have to provide information. Actually, financial information. Clear? Right? Financial information. Therefore, decisions also what? Financial decisions. Clear? But we use from a special term businesses and or any person, right, or government or any activity, right? These are the parties who are using the accounting subject, right? What's the special term for parties who are using accounting subject? Accounts use especially what we called. Tell me, this one's my fully free, yeah, free. Reason no need to pay. So right, so don't worry. Accounting unit, clear the accounting unit. Understand the so accounting unit, clear. So parties who are using the accounting subject, clear. So definition was my definition actually started from process of providing, clear, process of providing financial information regarding an accounting unit for stakeholders to take what financial decisions, clear, or accounting entity, right? Accounting entity, accounting unit, clear. Not only businesses, all the parties. Understand, right? So today I will do small things, theory parts, right? So normally these one sessions will be uh, mainly introduction one, no? Introduction part, right? Right. Look at the refer the PDF, right? If you don't have the juice, refer the PDF, page number six, right? And look at the board, right? Look at the board, right? So, right. Then we are going to learn about difference between transaction, right? Transaction and events. Then if you have learned all level commerce, you know the transaction, right? You have learned about the transactions, but in ALS there are another one called events. Events means what? DJ events, all the events, festivals, not like that. Even not DJ events. Here I'll explain the difference through the examples, right? First one, right? Transaction, transactions, clear? So here don't write events, events, clear? Transaction and events, right? So anyone can tell me an example for transaction. Transactions for example like can grow in harder. Right? Anyone can tell me. Send me type and send the example for transaction. Yeah, cash transfer, but describe what are them. There are so many transactions. Tell me transactions. One student tell me paying electricity bill. Right. Others are purchasing assets. Others purchasing assets. Business selling goods. $50. That's a perfect one. Right, one students tell me business sales goods for 50,000 cashes to which party? Selling goods to customer or supplier. Right, we are going to selling products to which party? Customer or suppliers, what we call. Make my gun here example my right on the 50,000 goods. Goods means my product, product goods sold to a customer. Sold to customer on cash basis. An example for a transaction. Understand it? Right? 50,000 goods sold to customer on cash basis. Understand? So I'll tell you an example for an event, right? Event or example, but I'll explain the difference. Huh? Right. This is the event. Event means the my listing 50,000 value of goods damage by fire. Damage by fire. Example for an event. Clear damage by fire. So here, so if you want to identify something as a transaction or an event, there are three criteria. There are three criteria. First one, there should be no two parties. Right? There should be two parties and should be an exchange. Exchange with a and able to measure. Measurable. Clear? According to these three criteria, you can separately identify as a transaction or an event. Clear? Can you tell me transactions? Who are the two parties between this transaction? In this transaction, can you tell me? Make it then make another can run. Send me the answers. But who are the two parties? Who are the two parties here? Actually, business and the customer. I mean, B means business, and here customer. Customer and the business. Business paying cashes. So providing goods and customer actually uh, paying cashes. Cash received and providing goods. Therefore, there are two parties. Definitely, there are two parties. Clear? There are two parties. Is there an exchange? Yes, exchange. Abhi goods then customer paying cashes. Business receive cash. Clear? You can identify an exchange. Clear? Can you able to measure this one? Able to measure the transaction? Can you measure in rupee value? Yes. 50,000. Right, make 50,000. You can measure it. Therefore, if you want to identify something as a transaction, what are the three criteria? There are two parties, an exchange, able to measure in money value. Clear? But can you tell me when it comes to events? Events, can you measure in monetary values? No. Are there any two parties? Can you identify two parties? Goods damaged by fire. Then how third party but automatically of because of the electricity shortage or anything, uh, right? Because of the fire, goods damage. Can you identify two parties here? Huh? What do you think? Can you identify two parties? No, definitely you can't identify two parties. Yeah, which is automatically happen, right? Automatically incidentally, right? There are no any two parties. Understand? Can you identify an exchange? Exchange no automatically, right? Damaged goods by fire. No, there are no two parties. But lama you can measure it. Damage value you can measure. Therefore, able to measure. Understand? Right. Therefore, if you want to identify an event, there are no two parties and no exchange, only measurable. Understand? Right? Ah. No, all the events here, right? Simple events, right? Uh, I'll try to an example again. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Is this transaction or event? Transaction or event? Right, I'll tell you. 1 million value of building, right? 1 million value of building collapsed. Is it transaction or event or an event? Right? 1 million value of building collapsed. Building ne kadana vetla thiyena. Are there any two parties? No. Automatically, right? Missile, right? Missile එක වගේ හොත් එහෙම නෙවෙයි අපි automatically, right? Definitely ළමයි event. Clear the events. Right. So now, first of all, in your CR book, right? CR book lamai write down these two examples and create these three criterias, right? Write down menu, please. If you want, you can write down these two. Right. First of all, write down in your CR book, make a lira, and write down here. Take the three ticks and first two unticked. Right. Write down. Right. Right. If you don't have tools lamai, please write down in a book, right? Book again, page number and all the things. Then after this, you can complete. Others, if you have the tools, you can write down. Huh? Right. Okay, anyhow. Look at the page number 6 lamai. Look at the page number 6, transactions. Look at transaction definition. Then if the question asks lamai, define what is the meaning of transactions. Then no need to write down the definition, same as like tute. Right? You can match the right on the keywords. Right, transaction means there are two parties and exchange between two parties and able to measure. Yeah, you can measure right now. Right, definite marks will be allocated. Right, no need right now like this. Right, page number 6 now, my under transactions, write down the examples. Any other examples? Right, other examples. Anyone can tell me. Page number 6 now, my under transactions. Example number, sorry, page number 6. Tell me, right, page number 6 under transactions topic. Tell me the example number 1. Another example, they make in non exchange only, but I'm also able to measure. Right. Can you tell me? Now you have to tell me, right, what are the examples for transactions? Completely tell, and mention the two parties or any other third party or an exchange and measurable with value. Earn type and send me. Paying rent. Yes. Right. Let's write down. Me in your tute, write down tute natia potelia page number 6 page me. 5,000 less than 50,000 to 50,000 paid for building rent. Building rent. Write down first of all. Can you identify? Can you identify who are the two parties? Two parties called the business and that person who provided the building for rent. Clear? Then what's an exchange? We are getting right utilization of the building, and on the other hand, we have to pay cash as a rent. Right? Able to mention in 50,000. Any other examples? Yes, buying a house, building. Ne? How I got this? Here, same building, right? 1,100 monthly. Yeah. Right, paying salaries. Listing me. Number 2, paid 100,000 salary. Don't worry about the grammar. Just write on this. Paid 100,000 salary for an employee. for an employee. Clear? Who are the two parties? Employee and the business. Exchanging what? We are getting services from the employee and also we have drawn a salary exchange. Evaluation is 100,000. Another one. Just try down. No? Today's session will be around 1 and 30 minutes. Normally 9:30 I will end the session. So next month onwards I will do properly 2 hours, right? And also we can start, right? Mm. Sir, is drawing an event or a transaction? Drawings means not a transaction because between owner and the business I will explain about the drawings, right? Drawing and monkey right? That is a transaction. Manufacturer buys 40,000. Yes, material purchases. Yeah, purchase materials, ne? Supplier, right? Next one, purchase. How much? 40,000. 40,000 materials from a supplier. From a supplier. Can you see this screen now? From a supplier. Then who are the two parties now here? Supplier and the business able to measure what's the exchange. Supplier provides materials, but business has to pay cash. Right out. Right. That's enough. Huh? And also, can you send me your hometown? I want to get an idea about the last week only. Right, the first session, but there are more students, considerable students registered during the last week. Can you send your hometown? Kiribathgoda. Right. Others, Colombo. Pattala, I have it. Kurunegala, Panadura, Ball, Norelia, Panadura, Rakpan, Ratnavur, Mandar. Okay, Jaffna. Then there are so many, so not so many considerable students comes from actually Jaffna. Right? I'll explain all the things in English, right? But sometimes I will use singular terms. So not terms I explain singular sometimes, but don't worry, yeah. Right? Actually, I remember there was students from in 24 online batch. He's from Ampara district, right? He got I think Ampara district rank 8 or something, right? 8, I think 8, district 8. Uh, Actually, then first my first batch was online. First batch was 2024. So I explain sometimes fully, sometimes I single, right? Single, but he didn't left actually leave the class. But uh, that boy and mother actually knows the single, right? Then she convert into English, and uh, that boy asked from her mother actually. Tell her, "Amma single English word convert ke lahana di." No, yeah, you know, because of the explanation name, right? So then I know, then I started to explain all the things in English, right? Right. Don't worry. Uh, and also, if you have any signal issues or any connection issues, you can watch the recording. No? It's not compulsory to join with online classes, right? Then normally when you're going to watch recording, it's actually time saving. Then I will edit the video and upload the YouTube, no sorry, website. Then you can watch like 2 hour sessions. You can watch within 1 and 30 minutes. Oh, it's better if you can join online. No, that online join with live class, but if you can't, watch the record. Right. Right. Now, next one, events. Can you tell me another example for an event? Merely at page number 6. Then I told you, page number 6, on the events, examples. Number 1, what? 1 million value. How many zeros for 1 million? Can you tell me how many zeros for 1 million? Can you learn? Then sometimes confusing me. How many zeros? 5 zeros, 6 or 7. Actually, me on one, then parallel. What is this? What is this? 10. 10, 100 means two zeros, right? So 1000 means three zeros. How to write down? You can watch the recordings through the website, but this one's on free. I will upload all the recordings to YouTube. You can watch anytime. But next month onwards, you have to watch the recordings through the website. Clear? I'll tell you all the things. Don't worry, recordings will be uploaded to YouTube, right? This month. This is 1000. Me how to write down 100,000. 100,000. 100,000 can over me. This is 100. 100,000. Me 100,000 means now my 100 and three zeros. 1000. What's the common word that you can use here? 100,000 can again more the simple term. 1 lakh. 1 lakh lakh. 1 lakh. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million means now 10 lakhs actually. 10 lakhs. Again, me only the 10 lakhs. Me multiply by 10. Again, 1 and 10 lakhs. 2 zeros and 1000. Lakh seva the here 1 lakh and 10. Therefore, how many zeros? 6 zeros. Clear? 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs. Right. Wait, right. 1 million. Value of building. Value of building collapsed. Collapsed. An employee steal 10,000 cash from the office. What's the exchange? Is there an exchange? That is, can you me? One student told me, an employee steal, right? Right? Steal 10,000 from the business, right? Office locker. Is it transaction? No. Yes. Good example. I'll explain. Right? With precision. Right? Is it stealing goods or stealing cashes? Is it transaction or event? Tell me. I don't know. How can I delete correct that? Correct? What loss or something? Yeah, damage. Same damage by transportations. The same fire. Right? Can you tell me? What do you think? Can you tell me that stealing goods, stealing cashes from the business and employee? Is it transaction or event? Steal me, employee me. This is the business. Cash. This employee lamai actually steal cash. Solution. Right? What do you think? Tell me. What do you think? Is this transaction or an event? Can you identify two parties here? Yes. You can identify two parties. Right? You can identify two parties. But can you identify an exchange? They're able to measure and definitely able to measure. Right? Around 10,000 measurable. But what's the exchange? Physically reduced. Yes. Can you identify an exchange? Right? There's not an exchange now. You can't identify exchange. But there are two parties normally employing the company, but you can't identify exchange. Therefore, it simply classified as what? Event. Clear? Event. But yes. Then one student told me what? How the example that depreciation I'll explain. Loss. Loss of stock due to the natural disaster. Right? Natural disaster. Okay, like same as damaged goods by fire. Depreciation on I'll explain. Very good. Depreciation. Right. Then one student send me my answer. Depreciation. Right. I will explain it. Look at the board. Depreciation. No need write down. All the things I will explain next tude. For here, Write down the example, then I will explain. Right. Number two, good example. Here write down depreciation. Depreciation of property. Write down, I will explain. Any student can tell me the short meaning. What is the meaning of depreciation? Right. First of all, write down, then I'll explain. Depreciation. Well, what is the meaning of depreciation? Value, yes. Then here, right, then normally there are so many properties, buildings, right? Buildings, machines, right? Don't write that, just machine, motor vehicles, furnitures, right? Computers, right? There are so many what properties, right? Buildings, right? Right. Buildings, machines, motor vehicle, furniture, computers, right? But gradually when you're using these properties on a value decrease. Clear? Value decrease. Like a single we call right? Getting old day by day because of the use. Understand? Right? Uh, right. Okay. Therefore, make value reduction. Value reduction of properties, simply properties. Right? Properties of value decrease. We call it what? Depreciations. Can you identify? Then if someone asks, what is the depreciation of this computer? Can you identify the value reduction simply by looking at the computer? Computer they have no, but there's a separate methods, special methods to calculate depreciation, value reductions, right? There's a separate lesson in future grade 13, but event. There are no two parties, but automatically value decreased. We don't decrease sometimes, right? Buildings, value right? Never events with the depreciation of properties. Yes, end of the month. In I'll explain. Right now. And another one, uh, goods. Uh, what is a natural disaster? Right. Next one. Uh, me write down 50,000 stocks. Stocks means goods, products. Right. Right. Expired. Expire means now definitely lost. Right. You can't sell them. Right. We can understand. Definitely lost. Right? Can you identify two parties? No exchange. No exchange. You can just expire the dates. So definitely win. So you have to recognize them as what? Losses. Right? Loss actually. Products taken by the owner, then that is not a transaction I will explain. Wait. Right. So okay, the finish. Right. One student asked me a question. A bank charge, a bank charging an interest on your loan at the end of the month, even if you haven't paid it. Can you tell me? Bank has charged a bank interest, right? Interest on our bank loan balance, right? But business haven't paid. Is it transaction or event? Bank interest being charged right? Interest have charged on the bank loan balance. What do you think? What do you think? Event or transaction? Bank has charged bank interest, right? Mukha dikian ba? But that is not a transaction. Clearly because um, right? Because there are two parties definitely, right? Bank and the business able to measurable 10,000 interest. But what is exchange? Exchange means something that is because of the bank loan, right? Bank loan. So you have to provide me. You have obtained bank loan, right? Cash received, 1 million cash received. But in future you have to pay bank loan as well as interest, right? Exchange bank loan received, and in future you have to settle the bank loan balance with interest. The interest rate is normally related to the transaction, right? Transaction. Clear? Understand? Right? Next lesson we have learned in detail accounting equation. Right? Okay. That's enough. Right. Then page number 6 now, functions in accounting I will explain later, right? Next week. Don't look at it. Look at the page number 6. Accounting is a social science. What do you think? Is it social science? Or is it social science? What do you think? Is this social science? Yes. Why? Come on again, but everyone tell me, is this social science? Social science means you have to think about social things like every person's, every what uh, parties. Is it true or false? Accounting is a social science or not? Actually, now the accounting lemma provides information for different parties, owners, right? Manager, right? Then what else? Uh, Customers, right? Suppliers, banks, right? Government, right? Accounting provides information for all the parties, internal parties as well as external parties. Understand? So therefore they have the same purposes. So right, same requirements, information requirements or different kind of requirement. Yeah, more information types. What do you think? Right? What do you think? Different purpose. Owner has right different purposes. Right? Let's discuss now. Right? Right? Manager they have different purposes. Therefore, now you have to think. You have to focus. Right? Therefore, socially you have to think. Socially, what he done? Therefore, this is now social science. Definition of social science. Write down under page number 6. Page number 6. Accounting is a social science. Page number 6. Shows me accounting is a social science. Yes, right now simply yes. Because of because of because of accounting provides accounting provides information information accounting provides information for interested parties interested parties such as such as uh, what owners, managers, banks, government. Government. Clear? Right now. Right. Clear? Right. Yeah, human behavior is good, right? We have to, right, focus. We have to study about the human behaviors, customers' behavior, suppliers, and shareholders, right? How they think, then what their requirement, right? Information requirement. Those things we have to clear, right? Okay, this is the way like business studies. This first lesson very difficult to teach because we have to do calculations. Clear. Then I'm teaching actually calculation parts, right? Right, accounting. So this is like same as business studies and econ. Right, it's very difficult for me. Actually, I can then in when I was a A-level student, A-level students, I had good marks for econ subject. Then for last exam, I got 97. Right, 97 for econ. But second highest mark was around 80, 80 mark. But I got highest mark around 97. But I can't teach econ. I can't teach them, but other one, but I can't teach econ. Clear? Wait, yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I'll kill and get boring. Right? But I can teach you simply calculations. Right? Right. So, and another one, Lamai. Mm, right. Now, page number 6, Lamai. Can you see 2013 element? Question. Short question, true, false. Read and tell me the answer. Page number 6, 2013 element. Page number 6. 2013 advanced level question. Right. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Accounting has evolved as a response to the social needs for information to make economic decisions. Simply true, eh? True. True, huh? Write down true. Tudes nathi maybe ලියන්න පොතේ පස්සේ after you tudes you can write. Then because of the fuel issues now, there was the price of 1 liter of petrol around around close to 400. Definitely it will be more than 500 within next beginning of the next month or when it comes to May month, right? Definitely 400. Yes, 500. Right? Traveling, definitely traveling cost and foods, right? Vegetables, all things will be increased prices. And the cost of very well, physically, physical current will only then in class. Understand? Right. Clear. So look at the question number 2008. 2008 tables. Just read. Don't tell me the answer, but read. What do you think? Can you understand this one? 2008 tables. Here says for my look at accounting is considered as a social science. Okay, social science because it has developed in response to the changes in environmental factors. Can you understand or can you tell me the reason? May answer. I will explain. What is the meaning of changes in environmental factors? Changes in environmental factors. Right? The special thing question says accounting is a social science because of its response to changes in environmental factors. Clear? Environmental factors. What is the meaning of environmental factors? Tell me. Next week, let's do the calculations. Like it shifts to the external, internal conditions. Yes, little bit. Others tell environmental means like trees, right? Mountains, maybe animals, right? No, not trees, animals. Not environmental means like there are some external factors impact to the businesses actually. Okay. As an example, then in around 100 years ago, can you identify are there any computers? No, then manually business has to do, accountant has to do, right? Accounting actually manually. right? Through the books. But no, them are technological factors are actually technological developments. One of there are computer softwares, right? Communication technology actually improved, right? Developed, right? Computer softwares, we call them technological factors. Or it's better if you could write down under this relating to this word. പിന്നെ මෙහෙම ලියන්න පුළුවන් තවත් හොඳයි මේකට. හරිද? මේ technological factors. Or we call then I will explain this one in coming sessions, future sessions. Technological factors means our technological environment. Environment means factors. Factors means things. Not communication technology, computer technology, right? Computer softwares. Environmental factors, right? And there are legal things, right? Legal Act, right? 2007 Company Act, right? Partnership Ordinance Act. Clear? There are different kind of legal things impact the county subject and businesses. Clear to me? What? The legal factors, legal environment. How do you know? Social and cultural. Social and cultural factors. Right? Then normally they'll think of the Jaffna. You are going to Jaffna Hotel, but they have different culture in India, right? Tamil Nadu and South India and North India. They have different in Kandy, Colombo, and different social things and factors. They are big. The Kandy, Pathugan, and all. The Elamai attitudes like different. But when compared to the Colombo students, right, and Kurunegala students, right, you take a crowd like Venus. In Samar Lamaito, they can some district, in Samar district, we have explained more than one or two, three times. Okay, then Colombo areas, we have a look what explain current they would know, Tackle there, Samara. Right, I mean, no crowd. Clear, right? Different things. Those things are directly or indirectly impact the county structure. So, what do you think? Therefore, because of the changes in the technological factors, legal things, social and cultural things, right? Therefore, can we identify accounting as a social science? In the social science, yeah, changes in what inflations, economic factors, economic crises, crisis, and transitions from manufacturing is economic. Yes, right. There are so many things. Therefore, those things also impact the economic subject. Therefore, economic is social science. True, true. Can you tell me example for an example for accounting software? Accounting software example like can be done. No? Can you tell me example for accounting softwares? Don't write. I will tell you. My UOB. Good. How do you know? Drawings. Drawings. Drawings can you? What is drawings mean? Transaction. Pack. Who are done it? Excel. Excel means not computer accounting software. You can use Excel for accounting, but that is not specialized for accounting. Accounting subject. That is like application, right? Not accounting software. Not specialized for accounting. Oh, hurry. Zero. QuickBooks. But tell me if you know. I'll tell you all the. No, don't write. Right? In future sessions, I'll tell you to write the examples. But have you heard of MyOB? Right? There's a software called MyOB. MyOB. Have you heard this one? What is the meaning of MyOB? Can you tell me the meaning? Can you tell me the meaning? MyOB. First, can you know MyOB? Meaning, I'll help you. M means mind. M means mind. Can you guess why? O B. Yes. Why can you the yo? O again own. B means business. B means business. Mind your own business. What is the meaning? Mind your own business can work. Well, you're a balagan accounting says, okay, mind your own business, we will do the accounting part. Right? Accountant will watch Netflix. Right there. Only I count the softwares. Right? I'll tell you other softwares. Right? Don't write up. Right. Yeah. True. Finish the right me. Right. Right now. mm, I'll tell you, it's very boring to do these things. Theory pass nahi. But let's do some calculations only small within 5 minutes. Right, then you have to use some calculators. But I'll tell you short terms, short methods, then always now in accounting, we are using 15%. 15%, right? 15% percentage normally we have to use. Right? Goda questions you can see okay 15%. VAT 15%, right? Profit 15% on cost on selling price like that. There are 15%. However, how to calculate 15% without calculator? Correct? 1 minute. Huh? Right. Okay, huh? Can you tell me the answer? Within I'll give you 1 second. No, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Right, let's see. I'll write down the answer. So, question. Tell me the answer. Hadannepa don't use the calculator or mobile phone. Tell me within 2 seconds. Tappa again kiyan. 2 seconds. 700,000 into 15%. Tell me. One, two. Here. Can you tell me? Right, fifth. Well, right. I think calculator use kara. මෙහෙම හදන්න. Right. Okay. Then I'll tell you how to do this one. First of all, Lamai, don't try to calculate 15%. Right. 700 Lamai. Can you tell me 10%? 10% means what is the 10%? 10% gonna very easily. Right. 10% means Lamai. Easily you can calculate 10% by removing one zero. With an zero. What is that? 70,000. Then what is the 10% of 600,000? 60,000. 60,000. Bindu kain what is the 10% of 100,000? Bindu kain 10,000. So can you tell me the 5% then? Wait, 10% if it is 10% of 70,000, what is the 5%? What is the 5%? 5% means you think half near. Half. How much? 35. Dekra bidana 35. 35. Therefore, if you want to get now 15%, the total count you total this one. Me 105,000. So within 2 seconds we have to do then we speed no. Then it counts like you have to practice you have to do the questions within 3 hours, right? Then what meter no. Because my methods skill right? Short methods, and also I'll tell you the logical things, right? Right, tell me, try to do this one within 2 seconds. Two, alright, 2 seconds, right? Right, don't calculate, don't use from your mind. Tell me, 600,000 into 15%. Tell me, 10%. How much? And 5%. Then total. Here, 10% here. Remove one zero. 10 means 60,000. If 5 yen, hitting 5 means 30,000. Then total how much? 90,000. Understand? Easy. Right. Try right. Next one. 300,000, 15%. Tell me. 15%. 2 seconds. What? 10%, 30. Half, 15. 30. 5% means 15. Total how much? 45,000. 45,000. Can we? No need to do in 2 seconds. However, can get the answer minimum time. Click next one. However, a little bit difficult. Mm, on the next one. Uh, what? 400,000. 15%. Right. Take around 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Key. Half. 10% value. 10% how much? Bindu kain karana 40. 5 without zeros. 5% is half 20. In total how much? 60,000. Army, have you seen like British Got Talent or regular talent shows or any YouTube videos, TikTok videos? Have you seen? There are small kids who are doing mathematics, right? Within then listening, there's a calculation like this. I mean, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1 into 250. What's the answer? Right? They will get the answer within 2, 3 seconds. Right? 3 seconds. What is it born talent? No, there are small calculations. Right? No. Short terms or short methods. Other crowd, YouTube in the thing or you know. Right? Right? ඔන්නෝදේ හරිද ඒ වච්චර ගන්න නෑ අපි වැක්සින් අප 10 15% ඇති මෙච්චර ඕනේ right right okay okay now you can do 15% පුළුවන් නේද ඕනේ කෙනෙක් right now mm, right write down in your book CR book use a CR book and I will send my calculator list approved list so try to purchase them there are list of calculators approved by the government educational department try to purchase one of them for accounting subject try to practice right practice and calculate understand uh, and only atlas calculators right there are normal calculators around 1,000 rupees maybe right I'll send that demo or the right now right last part. Then do you have any questions regarding the accounting? Anything about the accounting subject or anything or study plans? I have sent. Have you got weekly schedule? Right, deliver week schedule. I'll tell you how to prepare week schedule. No? Right then, when you are delivering tools, you will send the always weekly schedule. I'll tell you how to prepare week schedule, weekly plan. Weekly plan හදන කිල්ලන ඉස්සරහට දැම්මම ටියුට් හැමෝටම කිව්වේ. Right. Now write down small topic in your book, CR book. Right, last part. Reasons. Uh, reasons why stakeholders stakeholders interest interested about businesses. Clear businesses. Right on. Right. Good. Right. Hi. Okay. Right. Hi. Now tell me on the first one, why owners. Can you tell me why owners are worried about account business activities? Why they are? Yes, there are good ICT classes. I'll tell you. Send me WhatsApp message. Oh, yeah, no? Right. right? Tell me owners. Why owners are interested about the businesses? Why owners are interested about the business activities? Hard. How about others? What? Any other? Hey, they worry about mainly what? About the profit, right? About the profits. Clear. Write down. Well, I'm not going to explain in detail. Just let's write down. No? Right, mate. Concern about. Concern about return on investment. Return means what? Profit. Huh? Return. Profit. Return on investment. Return on investment. Clear? Yes, return on investment. Then return can have profit, same as profit. No, very good. Security of the investment. Right? That because of the corona season, right? This may fuel crisis, right? World wars, right? They have invested so many cashes in companies, but they don't know about the security, right? You can already know, right? That's enough for them. Two reasons. They got security of the investment. Security of the investment. Clear? Yes, very good. All of them, yeah. Right. Next, then tell me, future plans are prepared by owners or managers. What do you think? Plans are prepared by owners or managers. Huh? How the other? Actually, owner has provided resources to the business, right? Managers actually runs the business. Managers are day-to-day activities. By managing day-to-day activities, they will run the business. Okay. Therefore, manager is the person who are preparing future plans. Manager is the day-to-day करने वाले. Clearly. Therefore, second one write down managers. Managers, right? Write down preparing future plans. And next one, they have to worry about plans are properly implemented or not. Plan uh, yeah, it depends on the sizes of the business, and it depends actually. Then sometimes owner and the manager will be the same person. Become economic. But here normally, right? Normal that if there's questions in your term test, first term test, answer should be manager. Manager will handle. Practically you can argue, but normally theoretically we can say manage. Right. Yeah, growth of the business and right. You can write anything. You identify. Uh, I mean, determine price and cost of the product. Cost of the product. Determining price and cost of the product. Yes. Right? Don't need to explain these things like our business studies. This is accounting, right? These things won't be tested for the annual paper, right? No need to explain. You just can write a book. Right. Third one, there are 99% calculations. Just for the your first term test, write down. Next one, employees. Right, internal parties. Employees. Right. Can you tell me why employees are concerned about the business transactions? Interest spending. Unright. Good. What? Job security. Right? Their fuel issues. They will, and because of the AI technology, job will be replaced. Ah, to earn good salary increment. Job security. Job security. Next week I will do some calculations. Right? Jobs. Yeah, promotions, right? Good. Yeah, job security, promotions to get promotions, and concern about salary incremental, concerned about salary incremental, right? That's enough. Huh? Okay. Management, yeah, you can write down. Huh? You can write down list anything. No, I'll tell you a small case study. Yeah? Right. Can you tell me brand name? So this is like business studies. Business studies teacher තමයි ගන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මම මොකයි කියලා. Can you tell me one brand name for a washing soap? රෙදි සෝදන සබන් කැටයකට tell me brand name washing soap. සබුන්නේ මට කියනවා. What's the first one you can tell? Huh? What? මොනවද මේ Kindle? What is that? What? I haven't tried. එහෙම තියෙනවද? But what's the first impression and first brand name? Okay, no, the Lanka I am on. What first brand name? What? Proclean? Why haven't you used sunlight? Ayyo. Sunlight? Haven't you used sunlight used length? Why? Sunlight. Can you tell me second one? Second brand name? I mean, Muslim කට්ටිය use කරන්නේ නැද්ද ඒක? I don't know. Actually, I don't know about the other brands. Sunlight, ne? No, I only know about sunlight. And I know about Diva. Have you heard Diva? Diva, right? එහෙනම් තියෙන්නේ නෑ මම හිතන්නේ ගන්න නැත්තා Diva. Then one student, what? Tido, what? Diva. And what else? Wonderlight, right? Wonderlight. මේවා නෑ මම මේ company වල use කරන්නේ they will also use what? Sunlight, right? Employees clear me on the normally branded one is sunlight however, right? Sunlight. So sunlight company did a few years ago, around 10 years or 15 years ago, they did market survey, market research about their brand awareness, right? Brand awareness, same like sunlight product, right? They use small pieces and they use wrapping papers. I don't know wrapping papers means සවුකලදී right අන්නේ වගේ right wrapping paper use wrapping papers without any brand names. Same sunlight, right? Sunlight product without any brand names. They will use small pieces and distributed among small actually villages, in a rural area, right? Distributed villages, right? පොඩි ගමකට ගිහලා දුෂ්කර පළාතට ගිහලා ඒ ගමේ ඉන්න කට්ටිය දීලා දෙනවා. Then inform, okay, we will come back after 1 week, right? Please give us your feedback about this. This is actually new product. This is not sunlight. This is new product, right? New product, but the same product. Sunlight tamai. Sunlight, but tell them this is new product. Please give us about your feedbacks about the product. Then after 1 week, right? All the villagers gave about actually bad feedbacks, bad things, some negative feedbacks actually, right? This is very oily and not good for washing bed sheets or everything actually negative feedbacks, right? Then they asked what's your currently you are using what's the product name. Then they said what they said we are using sunlight, right? We are using sunlight. Sunlight now use කරන්නේ හැබැයි අර product එක කැමති නෑ. Understand? Then why they are using same product sunlight, but our brand name and without the brand names they thought this is a new product, so this is bad. Why? That is a brand name, powerfulness of brand name. Okay, clear? තේරෙනවද? තේරෙනවද? Right? Brand awareness, right? Brand awareness, clear? Therefore I want to tell you right here, competitors, right? Now competitors, then they worry about that, but Sunlight company are always, right, they will marketing advertising, right? Then normally when you're watching TVs, you can see sunlight advertisement. Yes. They, why they always advertise karane to build the brand awareness, right? They don't have computer definitely, but they are always advertising. Clear? Right? Right. Additional things, right? So next one, let's see external parties. External parties. Customers. 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 Can you tell me? Can you tell me uh, why customers are worried about the business activities? Customers, what they concern about? Hey, you have to use sunlight, huh? Don't use any other products. Ah, yes. High quality products. Worry about the quality. And mainly worry about what? In addition to the quality, what main worry about? And there's good quality, but high price, really? Ah, worry about the prices. Huh? Ah, right on. Concern about. Concern about. Concern about quality and prices. And also continuous buying ability. Continuous buying ability. Right? Then why not? Then after school, right? You're going through a town, but you thought, okay, I will get all the products near the right shop near to your home. Clear or ගෙදර කඩේකින් ගන්න කියලා යනවා. හරිද? නැති කඩේ වහන. Right? Shop has closed. So, right, then next day will you go to that shop? No, කෙලිම town එකේ අරගෙන යනවා යන්නේ. Understand? Right. I mean continuous able to they won't worry about the continuous buying ability. Yeah? දිගටම ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා බලනවා. හරි. Next one. That's it. දෙක දෙක ලියමු. Right. Next one. Suppliers. Can you tell me suppliers why they worry about the business activities? Suppliers. What commitment means what? Suppliers like no, suppliers. Why they worry about business activities? Yes. He also say me continuous. Yes. Continue obtaining money, cashes without delay. Legally. While everyone me collecting cashes, cash without delays. Without delays. Yeah, obtain more orders. Good. Right, orders. Getting continuous orders. I will getting continuous orders. Getting continuous orders. They know I next order will be right after 10 days. I have done it. Right. Then you are Gen's what's your generation? Gen C neither. And normally Gen Z I thought low IQ level students. Well, yeah, IQ levels adu වගේ scene නැත but you guys are very good. Right? IQ level adu scene නැතිනවල සම එන්නේ නැති generations because you are using devices, right? You don't have critical thinking, but very good answers. Right, next. Number 6. Right, මොකද්ද? Banks. Banks. Tell me banks. Why banks worry about businesses? Can one? Yes. And then listen, this bank has provide loans But bank worry about what? Recoverability. Otherwise, right, will be bad debt. Recoverability of the bank loans. Recoverability of bank loans. What else? Giving bank over. Yes, overdraft. I will explain it. Maika then use then dandala maina then dandala almost so that's good, but I will all right. Getting legal red flags banks. Yes, correct. Make clear no right. Let's write on it like this. And further loans. Then let's think 5 years ago, business has provided loan to the business, but bank business has settled the bank loan. Loan loan. But again, business bank will provide the loan to the business. No, definitely they won't provide loans. Make identify whether. Oh, whether means uh, identify whether further loans, further loans should be provide should be provide or not. Further loans should be provide or not. Our loans they know the net beginning. Right. Who are the other external parties? Enough. Two reasons that you know. Future investors, yes. Let's write down shareholders, investors. Right. Right. Now we decision. Right. 7 shareholders. Shareholders means like simply simple meaning investors. Investors. Right. I will discuss this one in future lessons. Right. And investment, yes, government I will discuss. Right. Shareholders, why they worry about the business activities? Actually, they normally they think Coca-Cola company. Coca-Cola in Sri Lanka, Coca-Cola company use then definitely have to use water to manufacture Coca-Cola. Do you know from where they will get water? කොහෙන්ද වතුර ගන්න කියලා දන්නවද? Do you know? Yes, Calendar River. Calendar River. දැන් කැලණි ගඟේ වතුර තමයි දැන් කෝකයක් යූස් කරලා මේ කැලණි ගඟේ වතුර ටිකක් බීලා ඉන්නකෝ කියලා කියන්නේ. Calendar River water, right? Therefore, here no, මොකද කියන්නේ? The normal like Coca-Cola company, there are so many shareholders, investors, right? There are no owners actually. There are shareholders. Shareholders also same as owners, but external party. But there are like managers. Then normally like, if there are shareholders, they will appoint managers. Clear? Write down appointing managers or director board. Director board. Clear? Director board. Appointing managers or director board. Clear? Then what? And further about they will concern about further developments. Make further developments, right? To start to construct new building, new factory, to purchase new machine, right? Look machine and then there are machines like it won't close down, no? Okay, close and shut, it won't shut down actually, right? 24 hours and 360 days. Three not 360 days, 365 days. Actually, it's run. You can run the machines, right? Me, I know. Concern about further developments. Concern about further developments. Concern about further developments. Antimika, last one. Let's finish. Next week I will do some calculation parts. VAT calculation I will teach you percentages. Then the first lesson will be very interesting. Me, have you subscribed my YouTube channel? Yes or no? Subscribe kara? No? You have to subscribe. 5 marks will be allocated for subscribing my YouTube channel for the first unit. Right? Right. Let's go. Right. Last one, government. Government. Tell me why government worry about business activities. Yes. Right. Then the government officers come to uh, shops and they will worry about looking at prices, fair prices. Right. Business selling goods at fair prices and quality of the government officers right balno. Kala balno patties there. Kadedi not right. They will check expiry dates and all the things. Right. Legal requirements. Concern. Worry about concern about prices and quality of product. Quality of product. Thawe there's a good one. Generating employee opportunities is good, right? Providing job opportunities. What? They will concern about employee opportunities. Right, right. What else? Protect public interest. Right. Collecting taxes. Right. That's an important one. Right. That we were there. Mainly focus on taxes. Companies. Government. Right. About uh, concern about recoverability of taxes. Tax, VAT tax, right? Next week I'll teach you taxes, VAT calculations. In all of us have we learned taxes. Taxes, the VAT calculations, maths, all maths. Tibani, sales plus VAT equals total. Correct. Next week I will teach you VAT calculation percentage, very interesting. Right. Okay. Atia. Tawada hitna liya na nature. These things will be tested for the definitely first term test. Then your target should be not to get island rank or district rank or to select it for the government. Your first target should be what? To get what? Can you tell me? Monkey, your first target? Your short term goal. Short term what? Yes, goal. What should be your short term goal now as a beginner? Well, then no. Try to get. Yeah, you should get your first target should be to get highest mark for accounting subject for your first term test over class term test. They focus on second, third. Then if you are private candidate, try to get good marks for the first term, first unit test for our exams. Right? They make you know but you paper don't look at it. Paper paper delivered and next then still so next time I will send unit papers through the envelope, right? Small envelope. Then you have to unwrap it after the session, after the lesson actually. After complete first lesson, second lesson, you have to unpack and get the paper. And then uh, yeah, I will tell you they normally no need on cameras, right? Cameras, but I'll tell you ඒක අපි බලමු කරන්න කොහොමද. But sometimes I will give a time, then within time period you have to send, right, before the deadline. තාම නෙවෙයි, then don't do තාම කරන්න එපා. කරන්න. Right. So today we did a small part of the introduction, right? We discussed something and relating to accounting subject, right? දැන් මේක අපිට introduction ළමයි තාම චුට්ටක් අපි discuss කරගෙන යනවා ඉස්සරහට. Right, and also during the introduction part I will do some oral maths part, right? I will be your oral teacher, then you can improve, right, all the things. Then without oral calculations, oral maths part now you can do accounting. Percentage, then you are always divide by 100 percentage මොකක්කවත් 100 වලින් විතරයි හදන්නේ. එහෙම දන්නේ නැහැ, right? And I think you can get an idea about percentages during the last session, right? අලුත් ළමයි බලන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? බලලා පොඩි idea ගන්න. If you can't understand, don't worry. Next week onwards I will teach some other calculations, right? Okay, ඒක all of fail වුණත් අවුලක් නැහැ, right? But you can do A-levels through school. Definitely at least you should have C pass, right, for maths. Otherwise you can do as a private candidate. Okay, okay, do you have any question? Do you have any question? No. Right. Right. Now the right. Therefore, I'll stop the sessions now. So next week onwards, permanent class time now, Tuesday 8 to 10. If you have any other online classes, you have to watch recordings. Definitely my online classes will be clash, right? You clash with nothing order, but when it comes to grade 13, there will be division classes, pair classes, right? Different clash වෙනවා තමයි කොහොම. clash වෙන්නේ නැතුව ඒවර comfortably හොයාගන්න ඒවා. එතකොට subject එක අවුල් වෙනවා උල්කොට. හරිද? Right? Okay. Hi, එහෙනම් goodbye and study well. Drawings, right? There are a few drawings, right? So you have to color it. Right? Any color කරන්න නිකන් කරන්න වෙන වැඩකුත් නෑ. Right? So you have to color this one, no? ලස්සනට. Can you see? Right? Color. Then you have to study. Right? At least මේ color කරන network එක ගන්න ඕනේ. හරි? දාන්න. Color this article දිනවනේ නායි color කරන්න. Color කරලා send කරන්න. Send with the art. Right. Alright. Okay then. Goodbye and study and ready for the next session. Bye.